happen? I don't know. But thank goodness these chemical reactions just saved our life.
When we step into an automobile, we don't usually think about all of the chemical reactions that are taking place. For example, the fuel that powers the car, or more importantly, the airbag that saves your life in a fatal crash. The science behind an airbag is not simply compressed gas that is released in a crash, but is a process of 3 chemical reactions that take place from a starting reactant of sodium azide.
The first reaction is this. The sodium azide decomposes into pure sodium and nitrogen gas. Well, you might be wondering, how the heck does this all happen? Well, when a crash occurs, the crash trip sensors send an electrical signal to the igniter of the airbag. This produces enough heat for the highly toxic sodium azide to decompose into sodium and nitrogen gas. The nitrogen gas is what inflates the airbag. About 130 grams of sodium azide is enough to produce about 67 liters of nitrogen gas. This is enough to inflate one airbag. The next reaction is this. The sodium and potassium nitrate yield potassium oxide, sodium oxide, and nitrogen gas. The sodium that is produced from the decomposition of sodium azide is a very reactive metal that will react with water to form sodium hydroxide. This is why it is very harmful to humans because it can react with the water in your eyes, nose, or mouth. If the sodium hydroxide were to react with any part of your body, it could cause severe burns and permanent damage to any tissue that it comes in contact with. It could cause hydrolysis, which is the disruption of protein structure by breaking the peptide bonds into amino acid chains to generate smaller peptide fragments. Or it can burn your eyes, which can lead to permanent damage. So, in order to minimize the danger of sodium hydroxide, car bag manufacturers mix sodium with other chemicals that will react with the sodium by converting it to a material that is harmless to humans. The last reaction that occurs is when potassium oxide reacts with sodium oxide and silicon dioxide to produce harmless and stable silicate glass. Believe it or not, all of these reactions happen in just 40 milliseconds. Just 40 milliseconds is how long it takes for 3 reactions to take place for an airbag to inflate. Just 40 milliseconds is how long it takes to save your life. Thanks for watching. Just be sure to click up and subscribe.